Lesson 20. Scales. A scale consists of a number of notes, either ascending or descending in order by a pitch. There are many different types of scales. The most basic and most well-known and widely used scale is the major scale. That is the C major scale. There's many different types of scales: major, minor, pentatonic, blues. The most common one is the major scale. Now the major scale consists of 8 notes. In other words, from octave to octave. In past lessons we've used octaves to make songs more richer. So, from C to C, the note in between, we can make a scale, a C major scale. Now when we first started the lessons and we talked about the note names, I mentioned that we always start on C on the piano because C is the easiest scale to play in. This is because the C major scale is only made up of all the white notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. That's the C major scale. Now, scales are the building blocks for chords. Each note in the C major scale is the root, if you like, of a chord. So each note is the root of a chord. In other words, we can build a chord on each of them notes. In every major scale, to build a chord, this is how chords work with each scale. The first note, which is 1, it runs like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then either 8 or back to 1, because it's the same note as the first note. So we can now say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So there's 7 different notes in a major scale and 8 notes altogether. So the numeric value: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1. The same as if we did a D major scale. D would become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1. So now we're just working on the C major scale. The chords, the first chord is C major, it's a major chord. The second chord is always a minor chord. The third chord is also a minor chord. The fourth chord is a major chord. The fifth chord is a G major chord. The sixth chord is a minor chord. And the seventh chord is a diminished chord. And then back to the first chord. So the chords run as major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, and then back to the original chord. So that's how you build chords within a scale. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, and then back to that original chord. Another thing we use when we're talking about the notes in a scale, where we use the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. When we're talking about the chords within the scale, if you see this written down, the note names will be numbered 1 to 7 or 1 to 8. If we're talking about chords, we use Roman numerals. Now you can search the net to find out the numbers 1 to 8 in Roman numerals. We use this as we don't get confused between whether we're talking about chord or just a note. So if I was to say the fourth, if I just said 4 in C major, you wouldn't know whether I was talking about the note F or the fourth chord, which is F major. So we use Roman numerals. Because we are not working from paper, if I will say the fourth note, or I will say the 4 chord, which means F major. If I said the 1 chord, I will be talking about C major, because it's the first chord in the C major scale. If I said the 5 chord, I'd be talking about G major. If I said G, I'm just talking about the note G. But the 5 chord is G major. So, the C major scale consists of 8 notes, 7 different notes, and that's the major scale.